Okay, this is what I have to say about nuclear weapons in general, okay? First of all, the nuclear club should be disbanded because America has proven that there's no country who's going to really be responsible with this shit, okay? In less than 100 years, you got Hiroshima, Nagasaki, and Chernobyl. Gorbachev, I agree when he says there should be nuclear disarmament. There should be no nuclear club. You can't get on Iran's back and say you can't have nuclear arms, but we can. Oppenheimer was right. We should have never built this shit to begin with. It was wrong. We haven't learned our lesson, and now Oppenheimer's prophecy is coming to be fulfilled because when countries like Iran or other countries, which their argument is, why can't we? If you can, then why not I? Because we don't have the same type of politics, or because we're odds on certain things.
Excuse me, the Iranians deny that they are trying to go nuclear.
Right, and they say that they're doing
they've sworn on a stack of Qurans that they do not want this program for weaponry.
So why does no one believe them?
I'm pleased to see you're just assuming that they're lying.
Why does no one believe them?
They're tearing up every treaty they've ever signed. They make nonsense of non-proliferation, nonsense of the UN, nonsense of the International Atomic Energy Authority.
If the U.S. can have one,
I agree with you.
or Britain can have one, then why not Iran?
I think they're lying.
What type of example is it for us to dictate these terms to other nations?
Meanwhile,
where's their right to self-determination?
Iranian surrogates,
they're lying. They're
Iranian
lying and
surrogates
they're
in the Middle
East. They got it by piracy.
Are using mushroom clouds as their flags.
Yes.
As their flags.
Who is?
Iranian surrogate groups like Hezbollah and Hamas.
Right. I was at a Hezbollah rally in Beirut.
They're using mushroom clouds as their flags.
I was at, Salman's quite right. I was at a Hezbollah rally in Beirut last month. The slogan now, the flag, the symbol, the logo is a nuclear mushroom cloud.
Okay.
That's their party symbol.
What is the response of the West supposed to be to that? What, to say hands off or we're going to blow you up? An eye for an eye leaves everybody blind. Martin Luther King said this. There needs to be a generation in this lifetime, in this time that we're living in, at least half of a generation that lives without war. For the sake of the children and for the sake of the environment that we all, so covet now, war is an environmental issue. I'm not crying you a river. War is an environmental issue. Digging uranium and steel out of the ground to create bombs and guns to kill other people is a negative environmental issue.
What do you think?
Why won't you just put a moratorium on that?
What do you think the mullahs want it for, then?
I'm not concerned with the issues of religion. You have religious nuts everywhere. And to be perfectly honest, everybody has a religion. Some people's religion is their
not us. Not us. Not on this side of the room. Not over here, baby.
Let me finish the point. I know you love this. You're like, I'm gonna get Mos Def on with Christopher Hitchens and Salman Rushdie and my non-God-believing friends. We're gonna eat his ass up. Cornel West can't save you now, Mos Def.
Man, your ass seems to be fine.
Anyway, but listen, I'm saying this.
No bites in there.
Philosophically, everybody has something that they're completely 10 fingers, 10 toes devoted to. That is a guiding principle in your life, something that you give all of yourself to. Human beings are hardwired to be completely devoted to something. So I'm using the word religion to
where it doesn't belong.
Well, no, not where it doesn't belong, but just to animate that idea. It doesn't have to be religion for you, but you have something in your life that is a guiding principle for you that you're completely devoted to.
It's not faith.
That's what it is.
It's not.
So your faith may be not having a faith.
It's not a matter of faith.
You may be an evangelical atheist, but that's fine.
All right,
I don't think that's the issue. What I'm saying is that war, period, is a threat.
No, we agree. War, bad thing.
Yes, no one's for war.
No, war
Theocracy is a threat by itself. Theocracy plus nuclear weaponry is a terrifying threat. Mr. Definitely, can I call you that? I heard you, before I came on, I heard you say you didn't care about Osama bin Laden. You'd rather talk about New Orleans. Wait till someone who thinks like bin Laden gets hold of an apocalyptic weapon. You'll stop sounding so funny.
I don't have that type of paranoid viewpoint of the world. I think,
This is not paranoia. There's only one group in the world that currently wishes to get nuclear weapons to use them. That's only.
But there's one. There are groups.
Let him finish his thought.
Okay.
Sorry.
And that is radical Islamist politics, wherever you find it. In Pakistan, where 2/3 of the power elite, the military leadership and the Secret Service leadership, are pro-Islamist, are desperate to get their untrammeled hands, without elected bodies to restrict them, onto nuclear weapons, which they already possess. The Iranians ditto. And their surrogates in Hezbollah are already boasting with their flags about the use of that weapon. You know, there's nobody else in the world who possesses a nuclear weapon that's talking about wanting to use it.
It says they use it,
but the people who invented
the
the technology to be able to use the nuclear weapon did against the advisement of the creators of the device in the first place, and they created one of the hugest human catastrophes in human history.
Yes,
so I'm saying, as a means of, if you want to disarm Iran or these groups that you're so concerned about, it would seem that you would lead by example and say, I don't even use these weapons anymore. So that's why it's illegal for you to do so. And it's well within...
You didn't listen to Mr. Rushdi's point. It's a shame you didn't.
I think I did.
There are those who have the weapons, as it might be. It's a bad idea, I agree with you. But have them as a status quo fact. It's a nuclear monopoly or duopoly. There are those who want to get hold of them so that they can immediately detonate them. If you don't see that difference, you don't see that difference. But I'll just have to leave it with the audience.
But I have to say, you know, I've spent a lot of my life marching on ban the bomb marches. You know, so I don't need to be told that these are bad things. I know that. I spent a lot of my youth fighting that the bomb itself, that the deployment of cruise missiles, that all kinds of things should be limited. You know, obviously they should. But as I say, I repeat, right now, there's only one group in the world that wants to actually explode nuclear weapons. And that is...
But is that a hard fact
and boasts about it in advance.
All right, I want to move on to
bring on the apocalypse, bring on the end of the world.
Shut up, everybody.